Pack, Set, Go. Traveling Podcast presents Travel Star Tuesday.
It's not a bird. Oh, look at that. Welcome to another amazing episode. This one is really big. Trust me. I wouldn't lie to you guys. Pack, Set, Go, Traveling Podcast brought to you by Lifestyle Brothers. I'm Greg the Goon with my brother Big Smalls, the EP behind the scenes, doing all the stuff on the boards. And we have a special guest. When I say special, I mean very, very special. This guy's no ordinary guy here, baby. No ordinary guy. This is Mikey from NYC. I've been calling Mike because I know him for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Mike Macdonald, earn your leisure, you know? Like, we have a button where you press to get the rock and roll clap, then we have the biggest clap. So I'm going to give you I already know what you want. You want the biggest clap. You want Smalls? Let's do a rock and roll big clap. The biggest ever. The horns. The flex bombs. Try some bombs for Mike. Drop some bombs for Mike. Please. Welcome. Usually we have a format on this show, but this show, no format. This is your show. This is the Earn Your Leisure episode. This is the Pack Set Go Earn Your Leisure episode.
The biggest.
That's
Should
we
do
a backstory first or just get right into it?
Yeah, whatever you want, man. However you want to go with it, you know, because you know me from back in the day. Okay,
let's take it back to 99. Since this is the hip-hop reunion and the 50th anniversary, let's go back at least 20, 25 years I've known you. Number one, they'll realize that. I've known you for a long time, and I've been watching your episodes on your own page where you're promoting about knowing, networking, just you never know who's in the room. Communication is key, and always try to learn and always trying to give information, give value to somebody. I want to thank you first because
thank you. Appreciate it.
You did an episode on Earn Your Leisure podcast, which you produced and everything, maybe about 4 years ago, and it changed our lives. And I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was the one about Printful, the t-shirt business.
Yes.
You said if you want to do your own t-shirt, like our own clothing brand right here, go to Printful. If you want to level up, you can do it yourself. So we followed your advice. The blueprint, we followed everything you said, we did. And now we have our own merch line, our own merch shop.
It worked? It worked?
Yeah, it's working. Business is booming. Business is booming.
Booming. I like that. That's what's up. That's dope. I'm happy to hear that, man. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
Let's do the intro again. Tell the world who you are because I know who you are, but just tell the world in case somebody, I don't know.
I'm Michael J. Macdonald. I'm the co-founder of Earn Your Leisure, EYL University, InvestFest, Market Mondays, EYL Network, you know, just to name a few. If you want to know more about me, you can go to my website, michaeljmacdonald.com. But I grew up in New York, Greenburgh, New York at that, you know, and I've been in love with digital media my whole entire life. And I've been trying to like grow as an individual. And just recently, I started to brand myself. But previously, my whole career, I've been behind the scenes just working for all these different other companies and brands and building them and turn them into like, you know, mega brands. And now I'm like, let's turn me into a mega brand. So I started a new thing, you know, maybe I might do it for a long time, maybe not. But, you know, that's basically in a nutshell, you know, real, you know, quick demo. If you want to know more, read my bio.
Read your bio. And I want to add to that because a lot of times when people give advice, they want it to sink in instantly. Your advice, it goes into your brain and it just has to just develop. And you remember stuff that you say from years ago or months ago. And when you're actually in a position to make it work, implement it, I actually do it. So a lot of stuff, because you give jewels out, so many jewels each day. It's so much jewel you're giving out to people. And we can't consume it and put it into effect the same in real time. But knowing about it and being able to go back and see what you said weeks ago is like a game changer. And I'm so happy you finally left behind the scenes. I'm so happy you left behind the scenes to come to the front line because people need to hear stuff that you say because you have a plethora of information. You connect. You are the connect the dot man. You are Mr. Connect the Dot. And there was a game called Connect the Dots. It'll be your face on it.
Oh, like, shit.
What do you say? It'll be your face.
That's
you connect the dots.
No, that's crazy, man. Definitely been a crazy journey. Like even with Earn Your Leisure's journey, like how we started from like in Troy's like dining room with iPhones and some BS mics. into like this mega media company. It's amazing, you know. And it was a couple of kids from a small town in Greenburgh, New York. I mean, just to see like when we go to Toronto and it's 1,000 people online. When we go to London, it's 3,000 people online. Or Nigeria or Egypt, all these different places outside the country has been blowing my mind. You know, I seen a vision. Like I knew like when my brothers came to me and said they wanted to start this podcast, like I seen the vision. I seen like the potential, but I just didn't really see globally. Maybe because I didn't travel that much at that point.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was only doing like South America and things like that. And Toronto, I've been to Toronto. But, you know, but once like I started to see like how the effect globally, like it changed my whole mindset, because I'm like, whatever you do in America, you can do that somewhere else. So if you have a great business in America, you can take that business to all these different countries and get all the different, and expand your reach, expand your clientele, and grow your business to exponentially. So it just totally changed my whole mindset.
Yes. And you definitely planted a seed in our lives, Lifestyle Brothers. So we have a new slogan now. It's called live locally, but think globally. So
Yes.
what we do is we try to put out more content, educational, entertainment. Just follow the blueprint that you made. This is really your blueprint. Everything that we see by the seat that you do for Earn Your Leisure is really you. Because I know you, so I know how you laid all the eggs in different baskets and watching them. You know, that's a tip you did too. You say plant your seeds in different fields and watch them grow. That was your tip too, like a year ago. But we really did. We have notes. Even this book you recommended. I know we're not getting paid for this, but this book here you recommended. You remember this one?
Yes, the 4 agreements. And one of those things, I just made a post about it. Like, you can't take nothing personal. You know, that's very important in business and in relationships, in personal life, everything. Don't take nothing personal, because if somebody attacks you or somebody says something wrong to you or does something wrong to you, it's more about them. It's not about you. That's the most important agreement that I took from that book, and I applied it to my life immediately. And totally nothing could bother me. Like, you could do anything, you could do whatever you want. It won't bother me, because I know it's more about you. It's not about me. The problem is people like they overwhelm themselves and they think about they have to do this instead of just focusing on one thing at a time. And once you complete that, you go to the next thing. Just take one day at a time, one step at a time, one floor at a time. Yeah. Don't overwhelm yourself, because in business, when you're building a business, you got to just take the pieces as you get them. And once you finish that piece that you have, you go to the next piece and you go to the next. Don't when you look and say, oh, I got 10 pieces to do or 10 things to do, you overwhelm yourself and you get discouraged. And what happens is you not only not do one thing, but you don't do nothing. And that affects the business, and the business doesn't grow. That's why you see podcasts, you know, they only last, I think they say 7 episodes. And the reason being is because they feel like, oh, I got to get this many guests, or I got to do this, I got to come up with this. They overcomplicate it, but it's really simple. Just take one guest, one episode, one day at a time. And it makes it simplifies things so much easier.
We followed your exact blueprint. We started in Smalls' car, in the car on the dead end block, so it was quieter. Isn't that crazy? We didn't have no studio. We didn't have all these lights and all this behind the scene and the boards and all this hitting the button like with the flex bombs. We didn't have this. So we built. This is our 55th episode. 55. You number 55. You know?
Yeah,
we grind, you know, so I think people are more afraid just to start.
Yes.
But I think if they follow the Mike Macdonald formula of just it's like kind of Lego. You know, one Lego, 2 Legos, 3 Legos, and then if you look back, you realize you did 10 Legos already. It's amazing how hard it is. People, it's fear. I think people are their biggest hindrance.
Well, I think people care about what people are going to say about them. You know, like this is one thing I feel like people feel like now, like it's so many podcasts, they think it's coming oversaturated, but it's not. But they're like, oh, I don't want to start a podcast because they're going to be like, oh, I started, and I'm trying to copy them. Man, stop worrying about what people are doing. Do what you do is best for you. You got to follow your purpose. And if your purpose is being in front of the mic and talking about on a podcast or talking about this or doing this or whatever you want to do, you got to live in your purpose. If you worry about somebody else, how they feel or their feelings, that's just a shame on you.
Yes. Well said again. Well said again. And I think what makes us unique, the Lifestyle Brothers, is we're 2, you know, black guys, obviously black guys from a neighborhood, and we decided to go beyond our neighborhood. A lot of people don't go beyond their block. They haven't seen what we've seen. We've been to 77 countries, 77.
That's
But we started with
crazy.
one ticket first, a long time ago. So with one plane ticket, and now we're 77. Our goal is to go to every country in the world and reach everybody. Because like you said, if we could do it here, we could do it in Africa, in Asia, in
Yes.
Australia. So we just
Yes.
try to reach everybody and put a smile on people's faces. Like we like to give back. We're very big on giving back because we come from a country that has so much, but we don't realize how much we have until it's too late. So we're very big on giving back and just
That's good.
spreading positivity and letting you know that people like us can do things for us. You know, we don't need
Mhm.
always to follow the certain formula of having to wait for somebody to help us get to where we have to go. You know, I learned a good quote that said basically it was saying if a car breaks down on the side of the road and you're in the car, no one's going to help you. But if you're behind the car pushing it, somebody's going to pull over. Somebody's going to pull over and help you push that car. They have
Yeah.
to see you do it. And
Correct.
I think, especially with you, you're always posting, you're always active, you're always traveling, you're
Mhm.
always preaching positivity and learning and growing. It's infectious. So some
Yes.
days, some days I tell Smalls, I don't want to, I don't want to post it. I don't want to do something, and then we just turn to your page, and you're doing like 5 things in one day. I'm like, come on, it's
You got,
doable. If he's doing it, we could do it because we know you. You know, so
yeah.
it's a difference
Yeah.
when you actually could touch somebody that you want to emulate or be like. You know, I feel a lot of times people don't have a good support system around them. They're not able
Well,
to
you need
see.
direction, you need structure, organization, all these different little pieces of the puzzle. Once you have them in place, it becomes simple. Like I was speaking about how I set the studio up in my office. It
Yeah,
takes literally 3 seconds for me to come down here and start making videos. I come down, everything's set up already. I just turn the lights on, and that's like 3 different buttons. And now it's easy. It's not a hassle where I got to set up all the time. I got to set the lights up. That takes that one step out the door. Now makes it a little bit more easier for me to do it. The second thing is that I'm intentional with my post. What I do is I sit down for like about an hour and I
yeah,
record the whole in all my different videos in 1 hour, right? And I take that. Now I used to edit them by myself, but I couldn't do like all my businesses and also do my editing. It was just too overwhelming and too consuming of my time.
yeah,
So then if I want to grow, I have to add a team. I have to have a team. So I delegated. Now I have two editors that edit all my footage, and now it's simple for me to pop out footage. It only takes me an hour. I come down once a week and I record all my videos for the following week, and I send it to them. By Monday, I have all my videos, and I start posting them throughout the week. I was doing one video a day. Then I'm like, now I got to do 2 videos a day. I
yeah,
might go up to 3 videos a day, but what I do is I listen to what the people like. I listen to my analytics, and then as I'm going, I'm gonna adjust and pivot and go to the direction where I'm getting the most attention. Like I doubled my followers in 3 months. So I know I'm doing something right. Right now, I just have to continue to keep going, being consistent, and it's just working out. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wish I would have branded myself from the beginning, but unfortunately, I didn't. But you can't worry about
yes. You can't
what
change the
didn't
past.
happen. You only can worry about what's gonna happen. So, and that's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If you are listening to this and you doing anything, I think you should just brand yourself right now, today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it right now because it's very important to have your exposure and have your be authority in a space you're in. And the way you do that is you put yourself out there. And people don't really know who I am. And I've built a lot of brands and I've been behind a lot of brands and a lot of different people. And you just don't know who I am. And that's my fault. That's my fault. But now you have the chance to change that. If you're doing something, you need to bring yourself and tell the world that you're doing it.
And that's well said. I think what you're doing is right on time. It's right on time. It's not a year late. You're doing what you're supposed to do right on time. It's perfect what
Yeah.
you're doing. It's perfect. And I think when people get to see and have a taste of Earn Your Leisure and all its moving parts, they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
find a part that fits them. You know,
Yep.
like what you given us as a team, me and Smalls, you give us inspiration to try different things. Small started with one laundromat last year. After InvestFest, look, backstory, but you gave us a free gift last year, right? You remember that email you sent us? And you said,
Yep.
hey, this is good for you guys. You brothers, we know you. Come to this event and learn, right? This is so funny. I've been taking this bracelet off. Just give it to me last year. Last year's bracelet. See it? It's last year's bracelet.
What?
It's through my wrist.
That's crazy.
It's almost 360. So it's almost about to be another year. I told
It is.
myself
It's
I'm
over
not
a
gonna.
year because InvestFest was August 2nd last year.
It was right.
Shit.
So I had it on for over a year. I told I had
That's
a goal for
crazy.
myself. I had a goal. This is my goal. This is my Mike Macdonald thank you goal. I said I'm not gonna cut this bracelet off until we have another business.
Wow.
That's my
That's
goal.
dope.
So, but so now I have a time clock. I had this August 2nd. Now today's what? August 15th, 16th it is.
Yeah,
And
14th.
and
Think.
Mr. Smalls, my brother, is on his second laundromat. Second.
Wow.
Second.
Congratulations.
Because of what
Dope.
you guys put together and taught us, and the formula of how to chase your purpose and don't worry about fear and start with 1 and make it 2 and 3. Without
Yep.
hearing what you guys said, we've probably been on no other businesses. It's only been
Yeah, and
just
that's
us
important.
traveling.
Your exposure is important. What you're exposed to, the information you're exposed to, the people you're around, it does play a part. I don't necessarily agree that you can be influenced because at the end of the day, ultimately, you are in control of your decisions. But the more exposure you get, the better decisions that you can make.
Yeah.
If you're on the block every day and that's all you know, then that's all you're gonna know. But you made that decision to be on the block. You have to make a decision to get off the block and go travel, get in the plane. I bet you it's a lot of your friends from the hood that probably never even been on a plane. And it's like, and that's just that is common in all of our different communities, all our different neighborhoods. And it's unfortunate because my first time I traveled, I'm like, damn, it's crazy. I think my first trip was Miami. And I was like, why are we gonna pay all this money to go to Miami? I said that for like 3 years and I never went. And then I went at like 21 years old. Man, I had a blast. It was like the best time ever. And it's exposure.
Yeah.
And then I started to go to other places and travel more. And now with Earning Leisure, I mean, I travel way too much. Now I'm like, I just had a son. I'm like, I want to be home now. Let me enjoy my son because every time I come home, I come home, he's doing something new. I'm like, damn, I can't see him for the first time. But like I came home, like this last weekend, he's clapping now and shit. Like, you know, his mother goes, you know, and he claps and shit. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But it's amazing like that being a father is like the best thing ever. There's nothing more fulfillment than that. But again, you got to be exposed, man. You got to get your exposure up. It's real.
Let me ask you a question. Since this is the travel podcast, I give you a travel question. Okay. We always do this. We always ask someone if we could give you a free trip on Smalls American Express card, not mine, Smalls American Express card. Where in the world would you want to go? You've been a lot of places with Earn Your Leisure. Just what is the most places in your mind that you haven't been that you would love to go see? Which country?
Well, I'm gonna tell you because I've never been there. I think I'm going there this. I think I'm going like in a month. But if I could go anywhere, I love Vegas, and they said Dubai is like Vegas on steroids. So I want to go to Dubai.
Dubai. Welcome to Dubai, baby.
Charge it up.
Yes, it's good. It's good. First class is good. You don't be back in plane next week. I'll be back in plane. First class.
It gotta be Delta One.
12-hour flight. Smalls got it right. Smalls Amex is doing really good. Really good on the business account.
But I think honestly, when we go to Ghana in December, I think I'm gonna fall in love with Ghana because I had a really good time in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Like you would have told me like I was Nigerian for that whole weekend because I was partying with them. I was eating their food. I was embraced with the people. Like I was in the middle of the club in the crowd. It was an amazing experience. And people just don't really understand what Africa is. Like,
man.
People think Africa is like a poor continent, but it's really not. They have some really rich. Like I've never seen somebody popping a bottle of XO, Hennessy XO, whatever, Hennessy, what is it, Privilege or whatever it was. Whatever it was like $1,000 bottle in the store. It's probably 5,000 in the club. They're just popping it like crazy. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Regular day. We just came back from Senegal, and that was like, I'm like a rock. I'm like Jay-Z in Senegal. I'm Jay-Z in Senegal. They love me. Shout out to my homeboy Shaq, but they love me in Senegal.
I definitely want to visit more countries in Africa. I mean, I think that has to happen. You know, we did a podcast with Kenny Burns, and he was talking about how Africa's the second largest continent that grows agave. And we have no agave coming from, no tequila being made with that at agave. Now he's coming out with a tequila company that's using the agave in Africa. So that's gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they have so many resources, natural resources and stuff, and it like it's so many more imports, but they have all the resources there. It just doesn't make sense. They should be providing it in the continent.
And here it comes full circle about connecting the dots. Because that was a good episode. I saw it with Kenny Byrne talking about the liquor company. That was very, very good. And how the club has changed. There's no more mega clubs. There's no more big clubs. And you know, like, we're club guys. So there's no more big clubs.
Yeah.
You're paying for space. You're paying for a section. There's no more dancing. So you're paying for real estate.
It's boring now, to be honest with you.
There's no more like Eugene's, back in the New York City, Club Cheetah, Justin's,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, he bring it back. Yeah, he bring it back.
March 2112, Envy, Cessa, Lobby on Wednesdays.
Man. I even remember all these shit. Damn, that's
those?
crazy. I'm saying what you saying, I remember. But if you said what club, I really, really remember Home, Pink Elephant, Guest House. You know, I mean, I can't really remember.
Susie Wong.
Yo, how do you remember these?
Crowbar.
Yo,
Amnesia.
all them shits. Yo, what was it? Mars 2112?
2112. Yeah.
Yeah. It was yo.
Club D.
I was in all of them. Damn. That's crazy.
That was the golden era.
It's like what happened, and I kind of seen it. I seen it shifting. Like when they were building those big buildings around like 23rd Street, I think it was.
Yeah.
You kind of seen it shift, and it sounded like they were kind of pushing the clubs out. They didn't want them anymore. And now you see what they did. They built the whole the old train track. And, what do they call it? What do they call it? The High Line now. High Line. So I mean, it had its run. You know, I made some good money at that age. You know, I was in the club every single night. 3 clubs a night.
Here's a good question.
It was crazy
because you and I kind of have the same background. Do you think that coming from your background of what you see in New York City, it prepared you for the life you're living now? It helped you understand how
definitely
people
helped me. I don't know if it prepared me, but it helped me. And moving around, it helped me know how to move around. Like, because thank God, like, you know, I was in the club for about 10 years. I never got into a fight. You know, people would, you know, we get into some altercations and stuff, but I never got into a physical fight. Even the funny thing is the only fight I was really about to get into was the promoter making me wait 6 o'clock in the morning and then tell me you don't got the money. What the fuck you got me waiting here for? I was pissed the fuck off. And I had to go to work in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that was the time. That was the only time. But thank God I didn't get into no fights, but it showed me how to move around and around different people and you know, when they're even drunk or intoxicated or just mentally not there. Like it kind of prepared me definitely for that.
Yeah. I think nightlife and the grind prepares me a lot to be patient, to be humble. Like, I love humble pie. People don't eat humble pie enough in New York City. I just love humble pie. I love the fact that each day I get to get up in the morning and go chase my dreams every day. You know, a lot of people.
That's a beautiful thing.
A lot of people can't have that feeling because there's still the fear of taking that jump and that leap of being entrepreneur and doing it themselves.
You got to do it. You got to take the jump because you'll never know what's on the other side.
You never
if you don't take the jump. You know, and I would have never knew how good it felt to like even if I stop putting videos out, I'm always going to record videos because it's therapeutic to me, right? But I would have never knew that if I never got in front of this camera and started speaking to the camera. Like before I put a video out, I was recording for 3 months. 3 months. And it was so scary. Like, I'm not gonna put it out. And I didn't put none of those videos out, but because I was still learning, like trying to get comfortable with speaking in front of the camera. And what I realized is it's therapeutic. Whether or not I put it out or not, it's therapeutic just speaking to the camera. Like even when I have like some bad days and stuff, I could just turn it on and just talk to the camera.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm talking to somebody. So it makes me comfortable like letting it out because you don't want to be like telling people your business and stuff like that. So if I can't see a therapist at the moment or whatever, I could go always turn this camera on. I could just speak into it. And it's real therapeutic for me. And it helped whatever I was going through. I leave it in the camera and just walk out the room and it's done.
And,
real
and,
shit.
And like we thank you for taking that shift because we see it. The whole world sees the shift. The whole world sees
my whole growth. You see me growing, like you see me losing weight. You see me growing, like you see. I'm documenting this whole process. So this is gonna really like authenticate me in doing what I do. Like if you don't believe I did this, and this for this company because you didn't see it, now you're seeing the whole thing in real time. You're watching me do it in real time because InvestFest, August 25th to 27th. If you ain't got your tickets, get your tickets. I don't know when this is coming out, but if it's coming out before InvestFest, you better get your tickets.
We could do another drop. This is coming out before InvestFest. This is the reason why we did this. The reason why. So you can do it. Yeah. Tell me about InvestFest.
Yo, InvestFest is gonna be super, super dope. I don't even understand how we were able to get so many great guests. Like you got Lala, you got Lonzo Ball, then you got Robert F. Smith, you got Diddy, you got freaking so many Steve Harvey, so many powerful people are gonna be in the building. Like networking is gonna be on a 100. Like my networking is gonna be crazy. I'm talking, I'm speaking, I'm shaking, I'm hugging, I'm going through everybody. Like this is gonna be like life changing. Like it's gonna be so much knowledge in that building. I think you have to sleep for like 2 days before you go because you have to retain all this information that you're gonna receive in these 3 days. So August 25th is VIP night, and then we also leaving the marketplace open to the public. So that's dope. We never did that before. So you get to see all of the Black-owned businesses in Atlanta, all around the country actually, because we've got vendors coming all over the place, and also it'll be VIP night that night. Then you got Saturday and Sunday is going to be a podcast stage. It's going to be another smaller stage that's going to be more about learning and like, teaching you what they do. And then the main stage is going to be really just conversations with all like Diddy and things like that. It's going to be such an amazing event. And then we got performers. We got Jeezy. We got Ja Rule, a few other surprise guests. So, man, listen. If you ain't get your ticket yet, you played yourself.
And guess what? We're going to be there. The Lifestyle Brothers. God. Oh, my goodness.
The Lifestyle Brothers just been added to InvestFest. It's going to be crazy.
Tell them again. They don't believe me. Tell them again, Mike.
They just keep coming. I'm telling you, it's going to be ridiculous. Y'all need to be there.
Who's in the building? Tell them again, Mike. Who's in the building again?
The Lifestyle Brothers will be in the building. They will be in the building. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
InvestFest.com. Get your tickets now. Let's go.
They didn't believe
in us.
They didn't believe in me.
God did. God did. Mike did. InvestFest did.
Thank you. InvestFest did. They didn't believe me, but Mike did. Troy did. Rashad did.
Yes.
Did. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it.
The biggest, man.
Two Black brothers with one passport and one dream.
That's it.
Right?
One country at a time.
Now you at
77. Now you at 77, my man.
77.
Congratulations on everything. Congratulations on all your success, man. I appreciate you, inviting me on your platform. It's really dope. I'm sorry it took a couple months, but we finally got it done, and it was right time. You need it to happen when it's supposed to happen, and it happened. So I thank you so much for like getting me and putting me on platform.
Trust me, this is going to be epic. We're going to do our little speech about travel, about empowering the community, about getting a passport, seeing the world, our goal is to make you see beyond your neighborhood. That's our motto. Live beyond your block. That's it. It's very simple. If we can do it, you could do it because we're regular people. But, it starts with one idea and one dream and one goal. And that's it. And that's been our motto. This has been an amazing podcast, amazing episode.
Yes.
Pack Said Go Traveling Podcast. And you can find us on every platform. Just like Mike, we're in every platform. And the website too, www.thelifestylebrothers.com. You can see all our trips. Not all, but most of them. We have work to do behind the scenes to get it to, all 77. But it's an amazing journey that me and Smalls took. And we thank you for inspiring us to create more businesses in the Black community. Like, we didn't leave the hood. We have businesses in the community. Smalls is doing amazing things behind the scenes on the business level. I have to do the front of the camera stuff because I have more personality than Smalls. Smalls is boring. Smalls. He's boring. I'm more, I'm more the mover and shaker out of the group. I'm the one,
he always got me in the club. When they said they couldn't get me in, he always got me in. You know what I'm saying?
Smalls get you in any club in the world. Make a phone call. Smalls outside. You inside. You straight. You Gucci with Smalls. Answer the phone. You Gucci. Can you tell people again one more time your name, your handles, in case they don't even know what's going on?
My name is Michael J. Macdonald. You can follow me on Instagram, MichaelJMacDonald. That's my website too, michaeljmacdonald.com. Check me out. And then if you want to go to the biggest, it's earnyourleisure.com. That's just everything. But all that information is on my website as well too. So you can see all the different brands that I'm a part of, that I built, or I'm building at the moment. So it's been great. Definitely, if you looking to build your brand and you think you got some, hit me up.
Definitely.
Might put my sauce in it.
And we out.
Thank you for your support. It keeps us motivated to keep doing what we do. To find out more about us, you can catch us at www.thelifestylebrothers.com. On Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can find us at the same name, The Lifestyle Brothers. And if you want to find some dope cinematic shots, bloopers, travel reels, be sure to subscribe our YouTube channel, The Lifestyle Brothers. Once again, on behalf of Goon and myself, we thank you.